something very interesting is happening right now in the hockey world, and I really want to talk about it because this is something that kind of transcends just like basic hockey stories, especially when it comes to something about, a dirty play. So, if you haven't heard, in the OHL, a Brampton Steelheads defenseman by the name of Luke Dragusica, straight up just two-hand chop slashed a guy by the name of Blaseg in the head. He took his stick, he slashed him right in the face. And if you haven't seen the clip, I'll throw it up on screen right now.
Shot stopped by Bowen. The rebound, though, pops out. Dragusica goes down behind the net, as does Blasek, and oh my! Dragusica just slashed Blasek in the head.
Two directions on Dragusica, and that's what he was angry about. And then Dragusica with a swing of the stick that hits his man on the side of the head. You're right, Blasek down on the ice. And
so you can see from that clip right there, it was 100% deliberate. There's a play happened behind the net. He was pissed off, and this is the way he decided that he wanted to retaliate this. Now, this situation is not something that happens very often, and it kind of sparks a discussion that I want to have. Should Dragusica be charged with assault? Because this is so much more than like a Tom Wilson situation where he's going for a hit, he misses the chest, and he hits him in the face. And I'm a Washington Capitals fan. I've seen it happen so many times. I've seen Tom Wilson, and never have I seen a Tom Wilson play where I'm like, this guy needs to be charged with something. I understand the suspensions. I 100%, like, I'll never, like, but I know I don't think he meant to do a lot of the things that he did. This is so much different. This is a deliberate attack to another player that could be career-ending. It could be life-threatening if hit hard enough. And I do not think that this player for the Steelheads, Dragusica, and I don't know if I'm pronouncing that name right, it doesn't matter. I don't think he should be able to lace up the skates again. I don't think he should be able to play hockey again if you do this kind of thing. Now, as of 3 hours ago, the OHL have announced that they do in fact suspend him indefinitely for his slash, and he's pending a hearing on Saturday. So I may make an update video talking about, what his punishment is. Because I do believe he was, of course, assessed a match penalty, but I do believe that he should be suspended from the league. Like, I don't think he should be able to play another game of hockey. And I do genuinely think that an assault charge is not out of the question here, because this is so much more, like I said, than a dirty hit. This is an attack. He hit him in the face. And you can see at the end of the clip, he's bleeding all over the ice. This was a deliberate attack done to hurt another person, which is quite literally the definition of assault. Now, I do want to bring your attention to something that happened in the NHL a long time ago. Marty McSorley, a known, kind of dirty, like hard-nosed kind of guy, he had a situation where he hit Brashear in the head.
McSorley, two-fisted chop right on the side of the head of Donald Brashear, who goes down and bangs his head on the ice. After that, Garth Snow, the entire Vancouver team attacked McSorley. Donald Brashear carried off the stretch.
Now, you can see from that clip, again, completely deliberate, and this guy goes limp, almost immediately being hit in the head, and he hits his head on the ice. And if you read this article right here, he is concussed, and what the doctors believe that Brashear was unconscious and having a seizure when he reached like the forward on the ice, and at this point he banged he banged his head on the back of the ice, or the back of his head on the ice, right after McSorley does hit him. However, the doctor believed that McSorley's stick was what caused the concussion, meaning that Brashear's concussion, which again concussions can be career-threatening, literally was the reason that he was knocked out and concussed, was the stick, not the hit. But either way, it's the hit in the head that caused him to have this concussion. And if you look at the top of this article while it's up, McSorley, who has played in the NHL for 17 seasons, could get up to 1.5 years in prison if convicted of assault for bashing Brashear over the head with his stick. This is not some kind of small situation. This is something that could ruin both careers of both players involved and could genuinely result in jail time like it almost did in this situation. Now, of course, they didn't end up going to trial, but I think that this situation needs to be taken very seriously, and if he's not kicked out of the OHL or at least has a very, very, very hefty fine and possible jail time, it is not heavy enough for what situation just happened. It can be tried as assault, and it should be tried as assault, and it could even be charged for assault with a deadly weapon, and I truly believe that. So I will keep you updated on this pending the hearing on Saturday, which is today as I'm filming this. He should be having a hearing. Or I guess, no, he was suspended today, and he's still pending a hearing. So whether or not that hearing is not going to be on Saturday. Actually, I misread the article. That's my apologies. But pending that hearing, I'll keep an eye out on what happens with this kid. But I think it should be a very, very serious potential injury. And if it's not, I will make it, whatever the situation is, I will make an update video. But yeah, overall, this has absolutely no place in hockey, and I 100% believe that he should be kicked out of the sport.